This truck right here is bonkers. This is the real McCoy, the new 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor R. I'm at Silver Lake Sand Dunes in Michigan, and I have a question for you. This truck, the Raptor R, from the factory with a supercharged V8, starts at approximately 110,000 approximately sticker price. Is it worth it? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you all the way around the truck, and maybe we can answer the question together. So let's take a look at the profile of it. So, of course, it starts as an F-150, crew cab, short bed. So it already has a roomy interior and a really great chassis. Then it takes basically the Raptor frame and does a couple of upgrades because you're going from the twin turbocharged V6 to a big 5.2 liter V8. So the suspension and the front differential had to be upgraded in order to hold the extra weight of this engine, which is just about 82 pounds according to Ford compared to the twin turbo V6, but also handle the extra power. So let me pop the hood first. So that's a big deal, right? And at the end of this video, I'll let you hear this beast. You can hear the exhaust note. So let me pop this hood for you so you could see it.
You've seen our GMC Hummer EV climb to the top of mountains and drag race against all. Now here's your chance to win your very own Hummer EV Edition 1 from Omaze and help a good cause, the Rebuilding Together organization. GMC claims their new Hummer EV is their technological moonshot. With 1,000 horsepower, a tri-motor four-wheel drive setup, and four-wheel steering that lets you crab walk around obstacles. Put it in WTF mode and it'll hit 60 miles an hour in around 3 seconds. The Hummer's massive battery is good for a 329-mile range and is currently the fastest charging EV on the continent, pulling down up to 350 kilowatt hours of charge. Your donations benefit Rebuilding Together, which works with homeowners to recover from natural disasters and help rebuild or repair their homes. That way they can move back in and keep neighborhoods vibrant and healthy. Enter at www.omaze.com/offroad for your chance to win a Hummer EV and support neighbors taking care of neighbors through Rebuild Together.
So styling wise, the Raptor R is not dramatically different from the standard Raptor. This vent here on the hood is now taller and more pronounced. And I think, yeah, you could see it from a long distance away. And I think it just makes it almost look like a Tonka toy, in my opinion. Really cool. But then you pop this, and this is unveiled. This is the Predator engine. You could see the giant supercharger sitting on top of it. It's basically a 5.2, like I said, and they tuned it for truck duty. So it's got a unique pulley. This engine is a little bit different from the one used in the Mustang GT500 Shelby. And it uses cast iron exhaust manifolds, very, very durable. Of course, they go into a twin dual exhaust system with valves that you can adjust to make it quiet or loud. 700 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque. And yeah, and this is a kind of a, as far as V8s are concerned, this is a relatively small displacement engine. Engines like the Hellcat and the TRX Ram, those are about, those are 6.2 liters in displacement. So 5.2 liters is relatively small displacement, still quite a lot of power. So what do you think? 700 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque, feeding an upgraded 10-speed automatic transmission that's made a little bit more durable for the Raptor R because there's a lot of torque going through it. So that's the powertrain. This is what you guys have been waiting for, a factory V8 supercharged truck. So now let's talk about a little bit more about the suspension. Actually, let me turn the wheel for you so you can see it better. Hold on one sec. What you just saw there is a 37-inch tall BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain, but inside it, of course, you can see the Fox Live Valve 2.0's 3.1 inch diameter shocks. They're adjustable, and they're basically adjustable in real time too. So not only with drive modes, of course, as the third generation Raptor, but also adjusting to conditions, to driving conditions. And for Raptor R, you always get 37s. I asked why, and they said because of clearance. These are aired down with functional beadlock setting right now on sand. This is a 17-inch wheel. And if this was aired up all the way, there'll be 13.1 inches of ground clearance, which is really good for a factory off-roader truck, not a custom vehicle. Of course, you get your running board, side steps, underbody skid plates, you get all that stuff. Then you can see this rear shock. Here, let me get some of the sand out. This is the adjustment valve right here. So Fox has other live valve X2 technology with both compression and rebound adjusting shocks that are available on some other vehicles, but it's not here on the Raptor R. So basically they took the existing setup, they stiffened the front by about 5% because slightly heavier engine. And then the rest of the chassis with a 5-link multi-link rear suspension with panhard bar and really stable rear axle. Of course, wide body. Once again, this is a Raptor, so that's the suspension system that you get. And like I said, the front differential has been upgraded a little bit more to handle the extra torque and power. You still have your transfer case. Now the exhaust. There's no more trombone loop, no more hoop-T loops. You still have a dual exhaust system that dumps into these packed tips. And there's a couple of resonators along the way. Like I said, valves to adjust the sound level. In Baja mode, that would be the loudest, off-road use only type of mode. And I'll let you hear it in a second at the end of this video. This truck also tows 8,700 pounds. You have your 7-pin connector, of course 4-pin, lots of sand. And that's more than any other Raptor. And that's more than their MTRX. So they upgraded its towing performance, which I'm impressed by. Of course, I don't have a trailer right now. Then, let me open this. Soft open tailgate, but it unveils this base Raptor R, and there's no bed liner. So that's extra, that's about $595. Also on the Raptor R, you do get 400-watt outlet, but it's not rated for 2 kilowatt output like some other trucks in Ford's lineup, or of course 7.2 kilowatt like the hybrid. So this engine just is not set up, because how big this engine is underneath the hood. It's just not set up with additional alternators to produce more output power. But 400 watts, most other trucks have that right now. I'm just used to additional electricity from Ford pickup trucks. So that's a little odd that there's no bed liner. The only other option you can get, and we'll go inside, is the panoramic sunroof. So let's go and jump inside and see what we have. Very, very premium interior. As you can see, really soft touch materials, all blacked out, code orange stitching, code orange accents, carbon fiber package. I believe some of the trim, carbon fiber trim, is actually an option. And this one doesn't have the panoramic sunroof. It does have the premium B&O stereo system, but I'm okay with not having a panoramic roof. I think that's option that's about $2,000, just a little bit over that. And I'm okay without it because that gives you more payload. This truck has 1,466 pounds. Let me show you really fast. 1,466 pounds of payload, and this truck weighs about 6,000 pounds at the curb. So without the panoramic roof, you have a little bit lower curb weight, which is better off-road, better for speed, better for acceleration, better for a lot of things. Okay, so let me just show you a little bit about the tech. So 12-inch screen here. Let me just quiet it down a little bit. So it started in Baja mode, which is why the camera came on, and it's got my steering direction demoed here. I also can choose different cameras. And of course, in different drive modes, there may be different settings for the camera system. So all those are available. I have my camera button up here. My Onyx maps are here. My Apple CarPlay, of course, wireless. All my features, including trail turn assist, where it drags one tire for tight turns. You also have up here the button for one pedal driving, basically a slow motion crawl control system. I have a 12-inch diagonal digital cluster here in the center as well. And of course I can change it with different modes. Here I can show you a little bit. And you've seen this on other Raptor trucks where you can change between modes. But on the Raptor R, in a lot of the performance modes for off-road and sport, it defaults to 4 auto, just for better traction, because you have so much torque and power here. Really thick steering wheel. Once again, blacked out trim. Here you have your steering settings, your suspension, your exhaust. So everything is configurable like Raptors before it. I really love that about the Raptor truck, where you can mix and match. You have your R button. The R button is your mode, basically. They call it my mode. You can combine different drive modes with different suspension and steering and exhaust settings, and you configure your own personal mode, which is, of course, a nice touch. And like I said, a really roomy interior overall. So this is basically what you get. You also have this. You've seen this in other Ford F-150 trucks. Oops, there's a bit of sand here. Hopefully nobody will notice. But like I said, really, really premium feeling interior. These Recaro seats have big bolsters here on the side. And of course, they've used Recaro seats for a while. So you have updated, basically, driveline. You have a brand new engine on the Raptor R. You have a premium interior, like I said, blacked out, a little bit more special. You have some exterior touches, like that hood I talked about, like the blacked out grille and other elements. You're already getting the 37-inch tall tire package here, and all the power, and of course active or semi-active adjustable suspension, and well, paddle shifters. And you're getting the exhaust sound that you've been waiting for. So the question is this truck worth $110,000? Well, I think we'll have to thoroughly test it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But now, what I gotta do, let's go outside and listen to the exhaust system. I'm gonna start it up, we'll rev it for you, and let's finish the video. So this is kind of a tough question. On one hand, $110,000 is a lot of money. It's 6 figures. It's playing in this space where also other trucks like GMC Hummer EV truck is in the same price range with this. But these are so popular. People have been waiting for this truck for many, many years. People have been pre-ordering them. They're very hard to get. Unfortunately, some dealers will do markups. I'm not talking about markups though in this video. So it's a tough question to answer. what should it be priced at? I kind of wish maybe it was just under 6 figures to start, but Ford decided to go this way and go full premium interior and premium features on this truck. So let me do this. Let me lock it, and let me get my mic here. Okay, so I'm gonna rev the engine for you, and let's hear it. Let's hear how it sounds like. Okay, if the microphone was blown out, I apologize. So that's the Raptor R. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this a 6-figure truck? Let me know what you think about all the features that it offers, including the suspension, the engine, and just overall usability of this truck, including payload and towing. I'll see you next time, and check out otfl.com for everything automotive. Thank you.